Howdy, geologist Julia here again. So what we're looking at here, as we're about to go inside the volcano, is a fissure as a part of this lava field. So a fissure is an area within a rift zone where two plates are pulling apart from each other. So it's possible that lava may have erupted from this fissure, and the volcano we're about to go in is actually one of these large fissures that did have an eruption that happened out of it. So you'll see a number of these cracks as we're walking around through this area. So this is another feature we saw out in the volcanic field. This isn't actually a fissure like the last picture. This is what we call a lava tube. And the top part of it is collapsed in, so now we can see it now. So if you see this sort of U shape that comes through here where the snow more or less is piled up through the bottom, I want you to imagine that the lava was flowing and then the top part of it cooled down because it was exposed to the air. And then as it did that, it created sort of its own self-insulation as it was flowing. And so you get this these areas that are completely flat, but underneath the surface, only a couple feet or a couple inches, you actually have these rivers of lava that are flowing down that are superheated. They create these lava tubes that are here that can go all the way down to where the ocean is. I actually walked through one of these in Hawaii on my 13th birthday with my dad, actually, which is a really cool experience and part of the reason I became a geologist today. So it was kind of cool to come full circle on this honeymoon and see these lava tubes throughout the lava field here in Iceland.
So everyone's familiar with like the elevator you get in when you go in a hotel, and that's a counterweight suspension elevator. Sometimes they run on rails, sometimes they don't. But basically, you have a cable that goes up to a big electric motor, and then that electric motor has a few winds of the cable, and then on the other side you have a counterweight, and the counterweight helps reduce the load of the electric motor. What we got on going down in the volcano was slightly different, but it works on the same principle. Instead of having a big counterweight, there was no counterweight, and it just relied on the gear and the electric motor. The gearbox, like your car has a gearbox like that to give it more mechanical advantage. So it was incredibly slow. They do the counterweight stuff so you can go fast.
So we quite literally are standing inside a volcano now. So we are within more or less the magma chamber that would have been here. And the reason that this is here is, if you remember the fissure that we saw earlier, that has caused a weakness in the Earth's crust and allows the magma from the mantle to come up to the surface. And then that kind of ends up piling up and exploding out of the Earth.
We're the next boat out. What an amazing place. You can see all the sulfur, all the iron and the red, sulfur's yellow. There's a little bit of columnar joining from where the lava cooled quick. Here's the fissure, this big black thing that rolls through here the whole way up. And then it goes down a ways. It's hard to picture it from here.
Atlantic puffins come to Iceland to breed in large colonies. A flying bird, they primarily feed from swimming, which makes them an okay bird in my book. Their population is rapidly declining from factors such as fishing and weather change, and we recommend not eating any if you visit Iceland.